Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. So there's a few things going on and we're building some pipelines which we'll go and check up on a little bit later. I think what I'll do in this episode is expand our rail to go to the airport over here so we have the ability to actually use the freight terminal at the airport. I think that is going to be just the thing for us. There's a few other things we'll touch on as well. Quick look at the stats, 136,000 population. It's the year 2020, so we're probably COVID-ridden by now. Luckily, we're building hospitals all over the show, just in case. What I'll do here is, that number is coming down just a little bit. We've still got a very high unemployment rate, and it's taking a little bit of an upturn. I have built a few things that will probably resolve some of the unemployment, like this big guy over here, the Palace of Culture, one of those 7 sisters. That one can take up to 1,200 employees, but so eventually we will use stuff like that to make sure that we reduce our unemployment. At the moment, it's important for us to use employment where it's deemed necessary so that we can actually get certain things produced as is required. There is a fair bit to be done. Got some electricity problems every now and again. I think this is with regards to our pipe, since maybe we've got a drop in the wind or something like that. Doesn't seem to be the case. Anyway, let's get cracking on this. So if we have a look at that, I think our rail should be running down this stretch over here to go into that area. So let's make a start on that. We'll do this. Maybe that's a little overkill. Let's do something like that and use that as the starting point for our railway line. Now, what we need to do is, I think this one is a little bit too much. So what I'll do is I'll trim back some of this. The idea was that we go straight here, but can I just let me just come on. It's so difficult to demolish section of this. Of network. Sections of networks, to demolish sections of network is challenging, to say the least. I'm going to trim them all back to about that spot. I think that is a good spot to now start making our turn towards the direction that we would like to go. Now, let's see. We're going to do this one up here. Where's our... Let's zoom out a little so we can see... Yeah, we could probably make a pretty wide turn through here, like so, and then we'll tie it in over here, but again, with a pretty wild turn, or a pretty comfortable turn. Come on. Too sharp a turn, really? Yeah, I think that's about the right call. Yeah, I like that, and then we'll start bringing this one around. We'll have to see about the rest of it. So now this one needs to come to about there and then tie in. Yeah, I think that's about right. Then this one will go up to about here. That's probably okay. And we'll do that. It's a little tighter than maybe is required. Let's see if we can't get it a little bit better. For the turning movement, I don't mind it being a little slightly tighter. Let's do that, and let's see if we now turn off the snapping and we just do that. Yes, that's much better. There we go. That feels better too. Let's put snapping back on so we get the next section of rail going through here. And then similarly, we'll tie that one in over there. There we go. And that should do the trick. Now, let's just see where this guy is heading. Okay, now, that's good. That is absolutely what we want. Now, we do need... Okay, this area here is where we can actually drop some stuff off. That's a warehouse that's supposed to be able to accept some stuff. So... we can actually just run the rail straight past here with bypass, of course. So we'll have to have a look and make sure we get some proper bypass going on. So So if we're going with the cargo platform thingy, platform station, no, that's not the one. What was it? Cargo, right? Cargo stations. So if we do cargo stations, what do we have here? Cargo train station? Ooh, look at that. That's not bad. I must say, I'm not opposed to this. This actually looks pretty nice. And it's got the 4 tracks there. So it should be able to, yeah, I think that'll do the trick. What else do we have here? This one's even bigger, right? Yeah, it's just more tracks. No, I don't think we need that one. I think this one will probably be, you know what? If we do the big one, we should be able to run. Will we run traffic straight through though? 3 per? Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's do this. Let's do this one. And I think this location right here is about right. It feels quite appropriate right here. Though, we could do is do a little something like this. Move it just out of the way. That's the spot right there. So we'll still have power. Oh, crap. Now we don't have... I should maybe do some extra work here. I'm actually picking up a fair bit of a lag over here. Okay, so now we should get that all sorted out. Okay, so now if I can switch this off again, and we'll try that one more time. Now, where's the... I thought I had power all connected up. There we go. That's the one. Wow, we've got quite a lag going on now. Okay, and we've got some connections going on over there. Okay, let's get out of that maneuver. It's when you're trying to build some stuff like that that you're ending up doing, getting a bit of a lag. So what I'll do, I'm actually going to remove the turn here so that we have this guy running straight. And let's remove that section also. We'll have this guy running straight to there. Yes, that's beautiful. We'll run that section down here. I'm going to pay for these road connections. And then we'll see here that we need a little extra section of decoration. So let's pop in here, get ourselves the airplane stand component. Right? Oh, hang on. I keep forgetting. Yeah, there we go. So now that's kind of filled in. What we could do is ultimately we could do a similar thing over here, but we're not going to do that just yet. Okay, now, with that in mind, let's switch off the contour lines over here. And let's see about running in the rail a little bit. So I'm thinking I'm going to trim these back a little bit so we don't have the big straight section through here, actually. Straight section, I know that is planning, guys. That's what planning is all about, making sure that we've got that kind of okay. Now, from here, what I'll do is we'll run from the center. Oh, please, you're not going to have this? How come? That's not quite what I had in mind. Okay, if that's the case, what we'll do is let's get an extra construction office out on this side of things. We'll build it over here, actually. So let's get a construction office out here. So modded construction office. I'll use one of these guys. A 32 vehicle parking spot for 32 vehicles. That's huge. Okay, I think that's going to be sufficient for us over here. Alternatively, we could squeeze it in. I actually kind of like it right there. Let's do that. These guys I'll pay for so that we can get them to work on the other stuff. We'll need to move a ton of vehicles and stuff in over here. But that's going to be awesome. I like that. So once that's done, we'll move some vehicles over here. Let's go and see what kind of vehicles we have ready to go. Yeah, that's it's been a while since we've actually checked up on this. We should have a ton of stuff here ready to go. What do we have in terms of these? We've got, excellent, we've got them. Though these can't actually go on truck. So So that's a bit of a challenge that we're going to deal with. Going to have to deal with. These guys, can we maneuver them into one of these facilities? Yeah, let's do that. Just start moving some of them around here. There's a lot of micromanagement, and I have spoken about this before, but I would like the ability to have like destination points for these vehicles, and so that you can select them. There's an electricity problem yet again. Electricity problems, we may be running out of nuclear fuel, which I've done a fair bit of work on to make sure that we've got enough workers doing nuclear fuel, but we probably need to go and have a bit of a look at that. Oh, and I wanted to start work on the tourist area as well. Okay, what do we need? So we've got these guys, we've got a fair bit of everything, actually. I think we may be okay. What is going on over here? It's just kind of a little weird there. Parked wherever they want to be. Let's grab 3 more of them. Okay, so we've built a few buses. That's okay. I think that's going to be just fine. Let's switch over to something else. Probably a couple more ambulances, a couple more firefighters. A couple more ambulances. And then... do we have the asphalt rollers ready to go? We've just got the one over there, I think. Yeah, so let's build a few asphalt rollers. Got 4 of them. Not that we use them a lot because we're kind of buying that most of the time. Do we have any of these asphalt pavers? We don't. So let's get a couple of them also at least. And then what else are we missing? A few dumpers, wouldn't mind. And yeah, let's get a couple of dumpers in there. Let's get a few more. What else? Open hulls are kind of okay. And I think we've got a ton of them over here also. That's okay. So no open hulls. Probably a few cisterns. That's okay. And anything else? A few of these guys. Yeah, maybe about 4 or 5 of them. That's going to be okay. And if we then start running into a few more of them, that's not the end of the world. That's going to be just fine. Now, let's move these guys over. Got a fair number of concrete mixers ready to go. Now, what we'll do is we'll make sure to move some of these guys over there. On this one, that one, and that one. We'll do 3 of each. Okay, so we'll move those, and they'll have to drive there by themselves because they don't actually go on the back of the open hulls. So let's move these guys on over here. Look at that new facility that we've got built over here. So let's start moving them. They'll take a while to get here. And then we'll make our move to get the... get the rest of the rail laid out. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. Where is our closest fuel station? Do we not have a fuel station? There's a fuel station over there. Which is not the end of the world. We could probably do with something a little bit to the back over here. Could do with something like that. Let's speed things up a little bit. It is a pretty slow game. Well, it's not a slow game. The game can be slow if you're building everything yourself. But the game is pretty good, but it can be pretty slow on that one speed. Just because I'm thinking it's probably predominantly because I'm used to playing it at the double speed situation. Okay, so there we go. Now let's load this on the back of that truck there, and we'll get these 2 trucks to make their way over. Plus maybe a couple of buses. Yeah, that's good. Let's do that. Slowly moving the things little by little over here. We'll go and have a check into the pipeline now, the one that we started in the last episode. Okay, get a couple of buses out over here. What were you? Oh, you were loading. Okay, that's fine. Construction already commencing on some of these things. That is good. That is good. Okay, now there's a few other vehicles that we'll do. We don't really need the covered hulls, so let's just grab a couple of covered hulls. Like that one, and maybe one more. These 2 covered hulls we'll grab. Okay, actually, We need a fair bit of the open holes. So let's do like 4 open holes, 2 of the dumpers. Yeah, let's move all of these guys over. See, this method of moving things over is a little tedious. And if there was a better way of doing it, it would have been great. Okay, so now let's start moving all of these vehicles in there. I wouldn't mind getting something exported via air. Plastics or well, probably not plastics, but electronics or something like that. Get another covered hole coming in. Another dumper over here. Open hole and covered. Okay, and then we obviously need to tell them where they go and get their stuff. Concrete mixers. We need a few concrete mixers also, and that should do the trick, I think. Then we'll be able to at least start moving everything, and then we can optimize later with some other bits and pieces. Yeah, the only other thing is really this. So let's grab a few of these guys. I'll go with like 4 concrete mixers. Yeah, let's just start with 4, and we'll take it from there. Probably need more dumpers, to be honest. Probably need more dumpers. Okay, here we are. Send them in. And then we need to make sure we hook up the stuff. To wherever we need some stuff. Okay, so workers. I think workers you can come and pick up over here. So let's pick up workers over there. Gravel will have to be all the way over here. You can pick up your gravel over there. Asphalt will be in here. Concrete will be over there. Steel and prefab will be over here. Bricks, on the other hand, will be here. And boards will be here. That's fine. Mechanical and electric components, I think, is going to be in this one. Let's just pop in there and see. Yes, mechanical and electric components is in there. So now, should actually do the trick. Deliver mechanisms with truck? No, it's not an option for us. One more thing. I wanted to actually run the road-based cranes in there as well. So we've got a couple of them available, right? We can send 2 of them over in that way. And then we probably need to add a few more things to the construction list there. It is quite interesting that there's constantly the need for more vehicles to be produced. So it does work quite well that way. Okay, move these guys in. So now construction should be able to work over here. What are we calling this? This is, well, it's okay. It's not the end. It's not the best name, but it's okay. It's okay. So once these other vehicles actually arrive, are they here yet? No, they're not here yet. Slowly getting there. Start bringing in some stuff, I think. Yeah, we're still moving only 1 vehicle at a time over here, which is a bit of a bummer. But anyway, all good. Now, let's quickly lay out a little bit of stuff here for the tourist area. I think that's pretty good. This area as a tourist area is very close, so let's start working on that. Let's get a hotel or 2 going, and then some attractions, and get the construction going over there. But maybe before we do that, let's extend some of our rail facilities. Now, yeah, there's a few things I would like to do. I'm actually wanting to run the rail around this way, up here, and then we'll tie in with those and run it into that general direction. Yeah, let's start planning that out a little bit. So I would like rail to go where? Let's switch this on. Okay, I'm not running through there. Rail through there will be a little problematic, but rail through here could be quite good. And where will we tie in over here? Now, quite interesting though. We could maybe run the rail down through there. Yes. Yes, I like that idea. So it's not actually all tying to exactly the same spot. It's not all tying to the same spot, and we'll see. So this goes to the border. What we don't do properly over here is go into that general direction, which would have been awesome. We might be able to squeeze a little something like that in. So let's do it from here. Let's give ourselves the straight line from over here. And then we'll go about running it to that area. We probably need a little bit of a diversion around the hill, just a tad. Like that. Hang on, let's not do it this way. Let's start it from this side and let's try and run it fairly straight. Oh well, actually we're pretty close to. There we go, that's awesome. Now we'll do the other way. We've got those track builders that's not currently doing much, so we'll do that. So that's diverted around there. And now what we'll do is we'll divert it back this way. I think that's about right, because that's gonna... Ooh, maybe not quite. Maybe a little bit more aggressive than that. Let's get rid of that last little section there also. Okay, hang on. Let's try and redo it. Start it from this side. We're going to leave a little bit of room there between the airport wall and this, so that we can, in fact, do extra rail lines, but also potentially extra roads and stuff in there. Now, if we go, yes, I think this is going to be just fine. We try and tie this in like so. I think that'll be a pretty natural curve. Excellent. Now, what I also want to do is just want to make sure whether we are in fact going to tie in the other, the passenger rail component also. Now, can we from this side? I think those vehicles should be here about now. No, they're not here yet. Yeah, okay, so we will need to be able to sort that out a little. Up to about there. And up to about here, so that's okay. Okay, good stuff, my goodness. Okay, I think these need to tie in. Oh, that's not actually built. Let me go ahead and commission that. Wow, that's 65 million rubles worth of rail, which we'll build ourselves, by the way. It's fine. We're not going to need that track in any short time period. This one we'll pay for, and then just so that we can go ahead and tie this in. I think that's about right, isn't it? We'll tie it in. Should be pretty good to run through here now. There we go. That's going to be just fine. And then, going to want to do this. Let's just tie it in and get it done with. Let's just do that. We'll tie it in, get it done. There we go. And that one, we'll tie that in and we'll commission this section. So now that's kind of done. We'll need to do a little something with our roads through here. And my intent was that we run the road to one of these border posts, maybe that one over there. So once we cross over here, we'll dip it back down and we'll go from there. I'm constantly getting some electricity problems. I'm going to have a look at what's going on with the electricity in just a minute now. Let's just see about getting this all sorted out. In order to do that, though, we're going to have to raise the areas a little bit. Oh, and now they're going to go and get filled up. That's okay. That is okay. It's not a problem. Let's check out electricity first then. Are we still seeing electricity problems? No, it's back on. It's probably... Let's just go to our nuclear power station over here. Yes, missing nuclear fuel. That is the challenge that we're dealing with over here. Full of workers, missing nuclear fuel. Let's see where our closest nuclear fuel is. This is kind of what I thought the issue was. We've got a couple of vehicles. We've actually got a few vehicles bringing in nuclear fuel. Currently heading to this building with something on there. Where is this vehicle? Nothing. It's got nothing on there. Okay, so it's gonna get there with nothing. Okay, let's have a quick look. What's going on over here? Missing chemicals? Crap. Okay, so that's a bit of a challenge for us. Let's figure that out. This is what I like about it. Whenever you kind of sort one thing out, because you're constantly growing, stuff runs out somewhere else, and you need to make sure that you're on top of the game. So here we should be producing. We cannot export any more chemicals. So what I thought we might do is actually get it. We're not using these chemicals in any way. In terms of trains, no trains. What is this train? No, this train's bringing crops. So we're not actually loading the chemical train over here. Let's have a look at the chemical train and see if we can do something. Okay, so Savkozigrad, where it picks it up, it goes to Hellas warehouse. My goodness. Port of Chaos. Wow, I'm not sure I'm on board with that. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the right thing. So that's to the plane production line. This is then Port of Chaos, where it's just kind of dumping chemicals for export. Then it goes to Vraska, where we're producing plastics, and then it goes to Iriski industrial warehouse, where I believe it is used for the nuclear fuel. It's all the way at the end, so it can get there at an empty, especially considering it's going to Port of Chaos to drop off a ton of stuff there. So the question is, do we do slightly different from the other side, or do we just run an extra line? The problem is these two are way too close together. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to get an extra train, and we're going to drop off to a few of the key spots from there. Grab me an extra train. I should have trains available. Actually, I don't have trains available. I've got something starting to get built over here. So we should have these boxcars ready to go fairly soon. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to purchase a little bit of nuclear fuel just so that we don't run out of electricity. That is a bit of a challenge if that does happen. It'll be a problem for us. So what I'll do is I'm going to buy a little bit of nuclear fuel here. So purchase some resources. I would like to purchase, and how much is that? That's like $1 million. It's 11 million. That's okay. Let's buy 11 million worth of nuclear fuel. And then what we'll do is we will stop that. And now that 1 ton we shouldn't be able to use that very quickly. A ton of nuclear fuel will last a bit of time. So we'll go with that. So that should sort that out. We'll get another chemical train up and running fairly quickly. Okay. These guys, I'm hoping, has filled up and on their way back. Yeah, I think they are heading back this way. We should probably get an extra service station. Maybe somewhere over here is not a bad spot for it. maybe a service station in this spot is just what we want. Let's get another gas station in this area. Where is it? Gas station over there. I like these ones actually. These Polish ones. Yeah, something like that looks fairly natural for a spot over here, and it'll be powered already. So we'll go about doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and pay for that. Now we've got a gas station over there. All we need to do is maybe hook it up to one of these facilities. I believe this one should be able to drop it off over there. Thank you. Yes, so you should be able to. I would like you to fill that one up, please. There we go. That should be all good. Good to go. Now, these are ready to go now. So, what I would like us to do is figure out the kind of bridging structure that we're going to do over here. I do love myself a bit of bridging structure every now and again. So, if I do no free excavators in this area, come on. We've got the excavators over here, right? How come? Is that really too far? Oh, no, now it's working. Okay, if we do something like that over here, I'm hoping that we'll be able to bridge it over to this side, and then I'm hoping we'll be able to do a pretty nice one over here. It's going to be about right. Okay, now this one is going to be the challenging one. Let's try and streamline this a little bit. Okay, so let's see if that works. If we, how do we live? Actually, let's just smooth the terrain out here a little. No, that's not quite what I had in mind. If we, from the center, yeah, that's probably about the right tool for the job. And then what we'll do is we'll try and figure out how we're going to do it off on that side. Okay, now, if I do this, well, first things first, let's see if we can, in fact, bridge across here. We can. That is good. That is the good spot. Can we bridge across this one? We can. That's awesome as well. Now, with that in mind, what we'll do is we'll turn it out a little bit, give it a bit of a curve over here, and then we'll go up there. Actually works really. Oh, there we go. We can still do this. Excellent. That is exactly about what I had in mind. And if we do that, we should be able to curve it on this side. I'm gonna run this one up here. This is gonna be an interesting one, because we're trying to bring them together. So something like this is what I'm after. And then what we'll do is we'll try and split the difference over here, so it's not too challenging. Yeah, that's the setup I'm after. We'll try and split the difference. So that one, we'll do a little something like this. Should be okay, and then we'll run the next one down there. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Actually, let's redo that one. Try and make sure that we, in fact, are... Really? Doesn't want to give me even a little bit? Well, let's try, if we do... No. No snapping. We switch off snapping? Still a bit of a challenge. Well, let's try it from... Come on. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Try it again. Try it again. This is, yes, that's about right. That's about right. That should do the trick. There we go. That's going to be just fine. Oh, snapping back on, please. So we can snap it. Come on. How come? You're not snapping? Oh, there we go. I had snapping. There we go. That's the one. There we go. Now what we need to do is get our bridges to tie in over here. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful, and it doesn't look too poorly. And we'll do this one. Ooh. Okay, let's try from the other side. If we try it from the other side. Really? It doesn't want to... This one worked so well. I'm not opposed to what we're doing over here. I just want that curve, though. Let's do that curve. Do we finish it off like that? Oh! There we go. How about that? This is a little awkward little kink over here. Let's see if we can smooth it out a little bit by trimming back and redoing that. I think we should be able to. Yeah, that's fine. The kink is gone there. Okay, what I'll do is this piece, I don't think I'll get the guys to build this. I'll just do this. And that actually finishes off our little section through there. Now, this can make its way towards the border. Or it could go back up that direction. I don't think so. I don't think so. This doesn't make its way to the border over there. And there we go. Nice. Now, what we can do, now we've got all of our stuff here. Now we can redo our rail sections that we wanted to do in the start in the first place. Too steep of an incline. Well, yes, of course. So all we need to do is just make sure that we sort out that incline a little. So from all of these, because they will all need to be able to tie in at some point. That's fine. That's fine. And that's fine. So that gives us a little bit of support on this side. Similarly, we'll need to... Oh! That's an interesting one. I thought this one didn't want to work. There we go. That's better. That's better. That's going to do... Saving the game. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's just making it so that we can actually get things done. Now let's run it straight out of there for a while, and then we'll make a bit of a turn. It's a little tighter than I would have necessarily liked, but that's okay. Now, what we need to do... I'll run this around here and then we'll tie it in. I think that we can tie it in on the curve. It's going to be no problem. Actually, let's run it in a little bit more and tie it in over there. I think we're going to need a little bit of space. So let's do this one and we'll tie it in. Actually, let's do it a little bit more and tie it in around there. Yeah, I think that works quite well. We'll bring this one around. like so, and then we'll try and tie it in over there. Nice, that's good. And we'll bring this one out. And we'll try and tie that in over here somewhere. There we go. I think that's pretty good. Now that's all tied in. Let's go ahead and commission that component. Similarly, we're going to want to run this guy out straight here. Zoom it out just a tad to see. Oof. Okay. What I think we'll do is we'll start by running it straight. And then what we'll do is we'll slowly do a bit of a turn out this way. And then we'll give it a turn back. Let's find that sweet spot. Yes, that's the sweet spot that we're after. And in the end, we did end up with a bit of a straight section through here anyway. There we go. Another big chunk of rail infrastructure being planned out. We'll see about delivering. That's not quite far enough, is it? So let's go up to about here. Well, it is probably quite... And now thinking about it, you probably need the queuing on the one side and the other one can just kind of tie in straight away. But anyway, for completeness in terms of effect, we'll end up doing a little bit of this. There we go. Nice. So that's pretty good. Now that is all done. Let's go ahead and commission that component also. Now there we go. That's all well and good. Now let's just finish off the tie-in over here so that we can actually get the construction to start. Yeah, we'll do it like that, and then we'll figure out what we're going to tie in with the rest over there. Okay, there we go. That's all good. This section... Oh, perfect. That's really a good spot. I can go ahead and go nuts over here. Let's have a quick look at our signaling. That's awesome. That is perfect. That's going to work a charm through there because I don't think anything is using that line. Now, let's switch off all of this so we don't have to see the topographics anymore. Let's grab this guy and assign a few construction sections. Lots of workers available, which is what I like. Now, assigning it over here. Okay, so good. They'll start work from that side. And I'm also tempted to start work on the other side. Now, this will be way more challenging. What I might do, I might pay for all of this. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to do. Before we start work, I'm going to pause that over there. Well, not pause it, but what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and pay for that component. I'll pay for this component. And then what we'll do is we'll give ourselves a crossover over here and over there. We're going to pay for that little section. I'm going to pay for whatever else is in this area. Maybe not all the way over there. Let's pay for that section. Now what I'll do is I'll put some signals in here. So here we would like a chain signal that gives us this way. We'd like this one, and we'll put mixed signals on the other side, and then we'll go from there. The mixed signals over here. You know what? We'll put some signals in over there. That's fine. Plus, we'll do the mixed signals over here. There we go. That's effectively what we're after. So we'll do that. Okay, now let's get out of here. I'll quickly pay for these sections. Nice. So that should do the trick. What I'll do is I'll get rid of these signals that I've used to build that little section. So now that should all work. Don't think this should be a problem. Anyway, what we'll do is we'll get these guys to now sort itself out. Let's just finish off the signaling through here. Yeah, a little bit of this should be okay. We could maybe squeeze an extra signal in there. Similarly, well, over here, what I'd like to do is put some chains in. That's a pretty... Ooh, they're not quite working, are they? That's interesting. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll try and split them up a little bit somewhere. I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple of signals over here so that the work is not the end of the world. So these guys can, in fact, go and do their thing. Okay, now let's do that. Let's see about getting them assigned. Oh, they're actually... Whoa, look at that. What? How come they're doing it so quickly? Let's make a move up there and have a look. Yeah, doing a pretty decent job at it. What we can do is we can put some signals in here, though. Just to make sure. We can also put some signals over here also. And I think that's kind of what we're going to make a end at. So let's quickly have a look at what's going on with our pipeline. Have we been... Is it built? Wow. Let's have a look. Is it all built? It's all built? My goodness. So is it working? It's not sending anything. Are we sure? It's all built. Is it empty? Now it's sending stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's just the trucks get priority as they load here. And oh, you know what? What we'll do now is we'll, of course, drop that one from the mix. Let's go over here and just make sure that we get rid of this guy. It is called IC6 small oil storage. So IC6 small oil storage is that one. We'll remove it. And so now we should see this guy pumping through any of the oil as it is happening. So this guy should slowly start to move. And we should be getting a fair bit of oil through here. Ooh. Ooh, little drips and drabs of big numbers. Yeah, hopefully, slowly but steadily, we are putting more and more oil piped into this area. But that's good. We'll continue to expand on our piping network as we go. These guys are all doing their bit over here. Oh, what I thought I'd do is I'll put some signals in here just to make sure that we... clean out the signaling. These needs to be well, they just need to be these guys, I think. We'll just do that just so that they can clear this little interchange section over here as best they possibly can. Excellent. Let's quickly pop down here and see what's going on. This is built. Look at that. It's built. I don't think we would have had the trains arrive here just yet, but they're ready to go. All of this is built, all of that. Why aren't these guys being built? Oh, I've never connected them. That's the whole issue here. Let's quickly connect them up. Once we do that, should have it all sorted out. So let's pay for that. So now this thing should go ahead and build... we should have construction workers out here in a jiffy to try and sort that out. What's our specs looking like? 142,000 people. quick look at our... Ooh, harvest is starting. Starting to see some vehicles out over here. A quick look at our new facilities. Do we have people living here? Oh, look at that. 100 students. That is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Over here, anybody living there? Oh, almost 100 students. This is... Oh, that's a clinic. Over here, 100 students. Excellent. Oh, look at that. Building is without power. I need to sort that out, though. These? None. It's quite interesting, really. Let's move on to... I just want to move on to these. I just want to check. So I've built some... Over here, no students, unfortunately. So these areas aren't actually seeing the kind of use that I was after, unfortunately. This one? Nothing. This one? Nothing. Interesting that they work sometimes and other times they don't want to do anything. Over here we should have some. Nothing. It's quite an interesting one. So why did Debansk work so well, but this area is not working well? Anyway, we'll figure it out like we always do in this game. We'll just continue to figure things out. Now, okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Another massive rail planning section, another massive section of infrastructure all planned out, ready to go. I'm quite excited to see where all of this is heading once we kind of close out this area. I do like it. It nice and frames the city over here a little bit. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.